Jorand, congratulations on the very impressive stoppage victory in your Karate Combat debut. How did it feel getting a stoppage win in Karate Combat?
Thank you. It felt super great. It was the first time that it happened for me, like with the hands, like boxing stoppage. So yeah, super great. I was so happy. I wanted to win that fight so much, like to do like a great debut. So yeah, super happy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you fought under a ton of different rule sets under K1 kickboxing, you fought Muay Thai, you fought MMA. And so how does Karate Combat, the rule set, feel to you? Do you prefer K1 or Muay Thai, or is Karate Combat a great fit for you?
I love the rules. I love karate combat because it's really like a mix and it's everything I love. I love striking, I love run and pound, and everything together is just super great.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome. What's the atmosphere like down in the Karate Combat pit? It's quite a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels so weird because first we are a little bit like underground, not really underground, but
Yeah.
and the people like feels like they're here with you, like it's like they're fighting there, like you can see and feel everyone, and yeah, it's a very great feeling.
It's so cool. And then you're gonna be fighting next. It's December 19th, and it's a title eliminator fight. Is that right?
What does that mean?
So there would be you're fighting Saba, and then the winner of that fight will fight for a championship after. Is that right?
Hopefully, yes. Because she's the number one ranked and I'm the number two. So after that fight, the winner, I, I will be hopefully fighting for the belt next year. I won.
Oh, cannot wait for it. Now, I think my favorite memory of yours was the Bellator kickboxing head kick knockout. Like that feeling, I think you were like 20 years old or 18 years old. What was that
Yeah, I was
feeling like at that
18.
time? Eight, man, oh my
Uh
God.
Yeah, yeah, it was my first professional fight. It felt so great. Like it's the best memory of my life. Like I remember that feeling. I was so stressed because that fight. It was so hard for make that fight happen because she was like a world champ. Like she had like more than 70 professional fight, and it was my debut. And so the French Commission has to wrote a letter to say like Jade is able to fight, like Jade is able to compete with that girl. So I was so stressed. Everybody was saying like, "Okay, do your best." I was like, "But what are you talking about? I'm going to win that fight." And after that, like when I killed the girl, like I felt like so like, no, it's super great. It's the best memory of my life.
Oh, and it's just unforgettable, but I don't think it's done there. Like, you got a couple fights here in Karate Combat. I gotta imagine you have some head kicks planned for the future, right?
Hopefully, yes. I love head kicks, so yeah, maybe.
So let's say you win a Karate Combat title. There was a year in your career in which you won a European title in Muay Thai and then a world title yeah, world title in K1 kickboxing. How would a Karate Combat title compare to that year?
Uh, I don't know yet. I didn't get the title, but I think it will be very great for me. I think it will be like something very good for my career. And Karate Combat is such a great show, a great organization. So I think it will be, yeah, I will be very happy and super proud to have that belt. So hopefully, yeah, next year I will get it.
Oh, cannot wait for that. Now, I had heard, and I can relate to this because I was bad at every sport I tried too. I was bad at baseball and football and hockey. And you said I was bad at every sport, so my parents put me in fighting when I was 9. Is that true?
Yeah, no, that's super true. I did dancing, like all the kind of dance you can imagine. I did tennis, like everything, but so bad, like so bad. And at one moment, they said like, "Okay, you're gonna try that," because my dad was doing kickboxing, and I was like, "Okay." And I was going to middle school, so they wanted me to know how to defend myself because I was going to be alone a lot outside, to take the bus or anything. And I was like, okay. And at first, okay, I was bad too. I was scared and everything. But actually, like 2 years after, my 2 or 3 years after, my coach told me, like, okay, you're gonna fight. And I was like, I'm gonna fight. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fight. And I won. And after that, I was like, okay, I want to win again. And then, yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome. Absolutely awesome. You've been in it since you were 9 years old, and the dream is a UFC title, and that's still sometime down the line, correct?
Yeah, my dream is still to be UFC world champion in the next years. For now, my small monster dream, I don't know how to say that, is to be karate combat world champion, to do all my fight with them, maybe to rescind your contract. I don't know what is going to happen, what they're gonna want, what I gonna want. I really want to enjoy, because I really enjoy fighting there. I really super great. And then I still want to like train jiu-jitsu, MMA, do all that stuff, and then yeah, after I want to go for UFC for sure.
Future UFC world champion. Oh, just absolutely awesome stuff. And you're working at the Goat Shed right now in Goat Shed management. How is everything with President Awesome and then working with him as well in karate combat, right?
Yeah, no, they're super nice and super great people. I really love them. And yeah, they took so much good care of us. Like last time, because we were a few fighting in karate gamba from the team, and no, they take so like good care of us. That's why I enjoy so much. Like it's really great. It's really great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, kickboxing worldwide has been hot and cold, right? Some countries love it, like the Netherlands and Japan. France has had a very long history with kickboxing, but it's never been a mainstream sport. Do you think there is an opening for kickboxing to become a major sport in France?
I don't think so, because right now, like since the MMA got legal in France, like three years ago now, the MMA is really getting big in France, and the kickboxing is getting like a little bit down. That's why too I changed for MMA. That's why I was like, okay, I'm done with kickboxing. I'm going to go to MMA, because now in France, if you want to be a kickboxer, okay, you're gonna do the national championship, and then that's it. Nothing is going to happen for you if you stay in France. So no, I don't think kickboxing is good to get up, but yeah, more MMA for sure.
Well, yeah, and like the thing is, like, I can't. I'm a huge kick. I'm mainly a kickboxing guy, but like Cedric Doumbé is the biggest star in MMA in France. Like, yeah, man, you guys just watch kickboxing. You'll get more of Cedric Doumbé kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
He's not the biggest star in France. A lot of people say that because he has a lot of followers. Like a lot of people follow him, but there's
Yeah.
very like great fighters that French people follow. And yeah, he was a legend in kickboxing, but for MMA right now he didn't do nothing yet, so we don't really know. You know, he has three fight, I think, something like that. There's a lot of French fighter who did more than him, or in UFC, PFL, like everywhere, like Bellator winning fights, and we don't really talk about them because there are less followers, but they are super great, like very great.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So wait, so who are some of the main fighters who are extremely popular in France that I should because I know Cedric Doumbé real well, but who else do I need to be up on?
You have Manon Fiorot for the girl.
Oh,
She's
she's
the
amazing.
number one contender for the UFC belt. So I think it's a big deal. And for the boys, I don't really know the names, but I know for sure. And I follow Manon Fiorot. I follow all her fights, and yeah, like it's a big deal. Like no one really know. Like a lot of French fighters know her, but not like Cedric Doumbé, because for sure she doesn't have the same amount of followers. But I think she did a lot like in the sports for France.
Oh yeah, Manon, she is incredibly skilled as well. I'm a sucker for a person with a good jab, and she is so technically sound. I'd love to watch her fight, you know?
Yeah.
So growing up, you were competing in the sport, but was there some inspirations and people that you looked up to in whether it be kickboxing or Muay Thai or MMA as inspirations?
So the real is like no, I never been like a fan of someone or inspired by someone. I just wanted to always be better and beat my opponent. So I was not looking at others. I was just looking at me and like grinding like one
Mhm,
by
mhm.
one every like I don't know say that stairs. Like I don't it's sorry, sometimes my
Oh, you're
English is bad.
perfect. You're
But
bang on. Don't worry, you're doing great.
but no, after for sure, like I always think about like for example Rose Namajunas, because she was the youngest like UFC champ in the time. But after that I watch fights, but I don't say like okay I want to be like her. I want to be like me, and I want to do
Oh, absolutely awesome stuff. Now, there may be a few people who are now looking up to you. What advice would you offer these people who are maybe thinking about joining a gym because of what you've done?
I would say that it's great because martial art like give you a confidence that no other sports can give you, and I think this is really important for their everyday life, like to be confident and to be sure about everything. And also martial art give you like the discipline, the consistency, like even if it's hard, even if you're tired, you go and after you feel great, you feel happy, proud of yourself. And so I would say like go to train and enjoy, do what you can. Don't want to, like, you see, it's like don't want to be like them, be like you, do the best, like do what you can do, and that will already be like great.
Absolutely. And I think it can be especially hard for women because it is very intimidating. But one of the fighters that I was working with, she was saying, like, yeah, I punch like a girl, and this girl can kick your fucking ass. And I think that's an attitude that a lot of women should have of like, you should join a gym to learn to defend yourself and you feel very confident, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I have a few friends, and I told them like, look, come, like, go to train, like, and even for, yeah, it makes it give you the confidence that, yeah, like, I know for sure if you get attacked in the street, it's better to go to run. It's better to run.
Mhm.
Everybody knows. But for sure, if you know that you know how to defend yourself, you're not less scared and you are more confident. So yeah, I would say to every girl to do combat sport. I have my two sisters. They one of them like tried, like everybody in my family like love like combat sports, and I think it's really important. Like my niece, I make her fight, like she's 4, and I make her train, like she trains. Even my nephew too, but okay, they're boys, but even my niece, she loves that, and I think it's super important.
Absolutely awesome to hear. All right, you're going to be fighting December 19th here at Karate Combat in Miami. Last word goes to you. Talk us on out of here. Shout out who you need to shout out. Thank who you need to thank. All that good stuff.
I wanna, but thank you first for inviting me. It's super great. Thank you for all my sponsor, for my family following me, my boyfriend, and yeah, see you soon. See you next month. Now in 3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks. Hey, Jade, best of luck in the match, and thank you so much for your time.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.